Atlanta, the Hawks playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Phillips Arena. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. Now let's check out the State Farm starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Josh Smith in this one?
Well, don't blink, Kevin, because Josh Smith is liable to put a dunk on that will be in the highlight reels for weeks to come. This guy is so explosive. The long arms, the left hand, you know, he's a beautiful strength of skill and explosiveness.
And, you know, with the way he plays defense, Steve, he can create a lot of opportunities for his team in transition. Always a guy with excellent hands who can strip the ball away or block shots. He's looking to make plays and turn heads when he's on the court, and he does it more times than not.
You look at the Bucks, one of the better teams in the league. They're presently 9 games off the lead.
Well, they were a fashionable pick to be one of the NBA's top teams coming into this season, and that's exactly the way it's worked out. Maybe they've even been a little better than what we thought.
Steve, it's really been a stellar season for him. I mean, all that hype, I think, was justified, and I do not say that much. I think a lot of stuff is overhyped, but not these guys. We've seen them win in a lot of different ways. They're a complete team.
Now here's Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 5 now.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And Doris, what did he have to say?
His focus, Kevin, seemed to be on the task of breaking down this defense. He said they're very cagey, very smart. They really can make it hard for you to score. We have to keep the floor spread, keep them stretched out, and then attack where we find the gaps. Guys, we'll see how they do.
All right, thanks, Doris. I think it's the one thing we were talking about before the broadcast. The defense they're facing always seems to be in a lockdown mode.
Yeah, that's their identity, Kevin, and there's kind of an intimidation factor involved here. They've gained their reputation as a defensive club for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, they really are tough, and they also do a good job of making you uncomfortable and frustrating you a little bit. So you got to keep your poise when you're facing a team as good as this one is defensively.
And it's Smith missing. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Pretty lazy effort defensively that night from them, guys. You know, I know that it sounds harsh, but hey, I speak the truth.
Yes, you do. Where were the adjustments is my question. I mean, the coaching staff didn't seem to realize, as everyone else watching did, that changes had to be made defensively. They never moved on anything.
Here's Harris following the basket by Brandon Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. He squares up and sinks it. And it's 7 points for Williams. Here is Jennings. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. He feeds it to Clark. Here's the screen. It's back to Jennings. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jennings has got 5. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Jennings against Harris. Goes for the alley-oop. Smith, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
Here is Harden following the score by Josh Smith. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Harden. 8 points for Brandon Jennings.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Bobcats in Charlotte.
And I thought their preferred weapon in that game was the three-point shot, Clark. They really used it well.
Steve, it looked like that was the plan coming into the game, and obviously it was the right one and well executed. I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Steps back and shoots. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Harris against Jennings. Feeds to Williams. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Here's Clark. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden can't hit. Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Harris. Shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Victory a little than last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
That was a big loss. Pretty much pure domination. And I thought the key was the rebounding total. I mean, it was ugly. They were completely dominated on the glass. That's going to have to improve tonight.
Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got his first 2 points.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Here's Clark, averaging 32 points a game. Pass to Harden. The dish now to Nba2K13. And that one's good. Steve said it. They were atrocious on the glass when they last met. What do they need to do, Clark, to change that in this game?
Well, a couple of things. One, they need more bodies in the paint. I mean, you got to have more bodies in the paint. Then you've got to be ready to box out. They left 1 or 2 guys on an island down there, and you can't do that. That's not going to work.
And Atlanta has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks, and that is good.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Now, here's Nba2K13. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bobcats in Charlotte. Clark, the pass to Harden. Outside Jennings for 3, and the shot is good. Jennings has got 11.
Well, another uncontested 3 there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open 3s.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open 3-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up 1, but you start giving 3-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
And here is Williams, following Brandon Jennings' 3. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Horford dishes to Williams. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And that makes 6 out of 7 shooting the ball here, so he is off to a blazing start.
Harden kicks to Clark. He passes to Nba2K13. Jennings drives in. And it's blocked. Harden against Jackson. Williams. 11 feet away. Here's Smith. The rebound by the Bucks.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Harris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Williams playing a good game here. He already has 13 points, and he's ventured beyond the arc for a 3-pointer today, too.
And that's another thing he's proven he has the ability to do. They wouldn't mind seeing a few more of those 3 balls drop for him.
Several teams changing it up here. Bucks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Clark kicks to Gooden. And the basket good.
And defensively, you want to keep the ball as far away from the hoop as possible.
Yeah, because he's too good inside, Steve. I mean, he'll make you pay every time in there.
Now here is Harris, looking for his first bucket of the game. Right side, Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Fantastic start for him here. I mean, that one makes him 7 of 9 from the field now.
Here's Clark, guarded by Harris. Out to Harris. He kicks to Clark. There's the feed to Barbosa. Over Williams. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing here.
Guys, they look like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
Here's Williams. 17 points in the game. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
This has been a strong statement by them, the way they've come out and attacked the glass early.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. I love the physical play, the fact that they're taking a game right to their opponents.
Passes it to Clark. It's stolen by Harris. Fast break, the Hawks. King over Gooden. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Throws up the alley-oop. Deflected. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Pletch. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Barbosa's shot is off. The Hawks shooting to start out this game about 43%. Here's Williams. Outside for Blotch. Outside Williams. Harris outside. With the lead pass. That one goes. Count. King's got his first points in this one.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Oh, ridiculous. What a move.
Tore it down that time. Did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Milwaukee also making some changes. Larry Sanders is checked in for Gooden. Harden comes in for Henson. And it's Jennings in for Leandro Barbosa. Gets it to go. Clark's got his second basket.
Well, the thing that comes to mind to me is how effective he is around the rim. When he can finish with either hand and finish strong.
And also, Steve, he's got such an accurate shot that he doesn't even need to be open to knock him down. He can knock down shots against hard, tough defense. All he needs is time to get it off.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the 3 from John Jenkins. Off the drop step, Clark the pass to Sanders. And another basket for Milwaukee. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. T kicks to Williams. Jackson guarded by Harden. The Hawks working the ball around. Fires from the wing. A rebound by the Bucks. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's really struggling in this quarter right now. They need to think about getting the ball out of his hand.
And the pass to Sanders. And that one's good.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
The Hawks leading. And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's got to be very careful here because he's already got 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
The Atlanta making some changes. Horford comes in for Steven Jackson. And it's Stevenson in for Jenkins. Here's Teague. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
The Bucks making a switch here. Good on both. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Dishes to Sanders. He dishes it to Harden. Kicks to Sanders. Clark. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Gathers. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Outside Teague. He feeds it to Horford. Back to Teague. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
30.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Clark, he's in at point guard. Harden out there with John Henson. Then there's Gooden, and it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. When you look at the numbers, impressive.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Devin Harris is checked in for the Hawks.
Another trip to the line, and he's right on the mark. He's not a guy you want to get in the habit of putting on the strike.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, cool hands in the last outing against the Bobcats was just a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points and had active hands on the defensive side of things as well, coming up with some key steals. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thanks. He was tremendous. Clark, what a performance from a terrific player.
And, Kevin, this is what it means when you can be counted on. The kind of game he had is something he wants here tonight.
Yeah, it's so special to be able to come through under pressure in the biggest of moments, and that's exactly what he did.
No good.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
Feeds to Harden. The dish to Clark. Kicks it out to Barbosa. The fader. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Over the last month, we'll take a look at where the Hawks rank in the NBA stats. They were 6th in field goal percentage, 7th in assists, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And they've shot the ball pretty well. You talked about that field goal percentage. And I think it just shows that they're playing well together, they're playing hard, and they're playing well at both ends of the floor. Because in order to have a good field goal percentage, you have to play good defense as well.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Good. Clark's got 6.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Now here is Harris, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Blatch. Offensive rebound. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Blatch has got his first basket.
Textbook offensive rebounding right there. I love that. Those putbacks are buckets any team loves to get. Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Harris kicks over to Blatch. Backs him down. The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, no question for the Thunder. That's a game they'd really like to have.
Harden's shot is good.
And there he goes. He didn't get a 3 in the first, but starting to look for it here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here is Williams. 17 points in the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jenkins with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Williams passes to King. Takes it right up. Rejected by Udo. It's Jennings with the drive. Harris. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. Outside Williams. Back to Smith. Over Udo. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for Jenkins. And then for Milwaukee. Larry Sanders is checked in for Udo. And Mbamute comes in for Tobias Harris. Bucks leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Barbosa's shot is off.
and he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Teague for three, and that one's good. Teague's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
To the inside. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist from Brandon Jennings. And the Bucks lead by 3. Outside Williams. Left side Williams. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Teague. He goes up. And easy 2 points on the layup. Teague's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Barbosa against Williams. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Teague. Pass to Smith. He's guarded by Nba2K13. And it's Smith missing.
He can't find anything out there, and his misses are really hurting this team.
Here's Harden, and the rejection by Smith. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Here's Barbosa.
I think he's been fighting the shot a little bit. He's not getting many of them to drop right now.
Off target from three-point range. He kicks it to Williams. Teague. He passes to Jackson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jennings with the ball. 11 points in the game. That's good. Jennings has got 13. The Hawks trail by 5. Teague kicks to Williams. The feed to Jackson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Well, from long range, this collection of point guards have caught fire in the second half of the season. Here are their three-point numbers. Second, Brandon Jennings.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the three ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Here is Harden following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Lock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here is Nba2K13. Rebound by Williams.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Williams kicks to Smith. Outside Teague. Left side Williams. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Jennings. Williams' shot is off. Bucks leading by 5. Harden left side. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists in the game. Left side Williams. And there's the pass to Smith. Over Nba2K13. And it's Smith missing. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Barbosa. Count it from 12. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right into the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Now here's Teague. He's got 9. Outside Williams. Out to Smith. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Williams. He dishes it to Williams. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Teague. Over Barbosa. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 11 points.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. and he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here is Sanders after the made shot from Jeff T. That's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
A good job here in the second. I mean, they're pounding it inside, getting it to the hoop, going strong to the rim. I mean, that's power basketball at its best.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Al Horford is checked in for Williams. Blatch comes in for Josh Smith. Deshaun Stevenson, he's checked in for Steven Jackson. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Lou Williams. Free throw drops for Sanders.
Well, the one thing that you have to have in basketball is big men who can protect the rim, and that's what Sanders does. He's willing to go up and block shots, really patrol the paint, and protect that rim area.
Yeah, you know, but there's nothing easy in the lane when Sanders is on the floor. Always have to be looking over your shoulder if you plan on putting up a shot with him around. Here's Clark after Devin Harris has scored. He feeds it to Gooden. Feeds it to Clark. Over Harris. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
Now, here is Blatch, averaging 10 points per contest. There's the bucket, good.
Well, you look at the statistics, the mid-range jumper has the least payoff of any shot, but they've made the most of their chances here.
Yeah, defenses don't want to give up layups or open threes, so they force you into that tough mid-range area, but they're doing a good job of knocking them down right now.
Here is Barbosa, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Clark. He's got 8. Offensive rebound. Good. Takes it up for the stuff.
How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the only way he knows how to do it. Monster stuff.
Oh, he makes life miserable down around the paint for anybody who's trying to box him out.
Here's Horford, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Well, everything's become perimeter-oriented, Clark, and you really have to be penetrating and looking inside, keeping that defense honest.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Jeff T. Here's Udrich. Clark kicks to Udrich. Now the dish to Clark. Takes the lead pass. Udrich can't hit.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
The Hawks trail by 9. Jenkins dishes to Blatch. He gathers, and the dunk by Horford.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
Harden outside. He kicks it to Udrich. Pass to Clark. He's guarded by Stevenson. A fadeaway. No good from Clark. The Hawks shooting 41% from the field here in the second. To the middle. Jenkins the pass to Stevenson. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. The feed to Clark. Udrich guarded by Horford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity strike this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Kings check in for Horford. Smith comes in for Andre Blatch. Steven Jackson's checked in for Jenkins. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Deshaun Stevenson. And then for Milwaukee, Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Harden. And it's Jennings in for Cool Hands.
I think he's done his part to try to keep him in this game. It's been a solid effort from him, guys.
Passes it to Harris. 14 feet away. Rebound, Atlanta. Kings got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Harris. Shot is off. And we finish one half of basketball. Bucks lead by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And it's been great basketball going on in Atlanta. Let's get right to it. A strong first half for the Bucks. They've been aggressively attacking the rack, getting a lot of points right at the rim. Brandon Jennings with a phenomenal first half. 13 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks, Josh Smith and Al Horford, the big men. Devin Harris is out there with Lou Williams, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. Here's Jennings following the basket by Al Horford. From 13, no good from Clark. The Hawks trail by 8. Makes the alley-oop pass, and it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, that certainly sent a ripple through the crowd.
Yeah, no, alley-oop always does that. One of the most beautiful plays you'll see in all of basketball. It's impossible not to be impressed.
Yeah, very exciting play to see that.
Especially when it ends with that big slam like that one.
Here's Clark following the score by Josh Smith. Here is Nba2K13. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harris against Nba2K13. Shot denied. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Second free throw, no good. Bucks leading by 5. The pass to Clark. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone.
Nice aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with it once they got it.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jennings kicks to Clark. He dishes it to Nba2K13. Dishes it to Clark. Kicks to Jennings. Shot clock at 6. He passes it to Clark. Working on Williams. Fades and shoots. Tries again. Nba2K13. And he drops it in following the offensive rebound.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Feeds it to Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And good on the basket. Cooking. Williams has got 21 in the game.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Here's Clark. He's got 11. Kicks it out to Harden. He feeds it to Clark. Back to Harden. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Bucks have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Well, that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession lead at least.
Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Brandon Jennings.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's Clark, guarded by Jackson. Here's Udo. He sinks the 11-footer. Udo's got 5 points so far.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard for a moment and the point guards that have been cashing in on all their opportunities at the free throw line since the All-Star break. Look at cool hands, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
He's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. Simple as that.
I think your point guard is your leader, and he sets a tremendous example at the foul line with his composure and consistency.
Here's Clark after Devin Harris's score. Clark dishes to Nba2K13. There's the dish to Jennings. From outside the arc, shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Now Jackson. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Harris passes to Williams. He kicks it to Smith. Over Harden. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Now, unfortunately, he just has not been able to produce offensively to this point.
Gets the bucket. Harden's got 13 points. The Hawks trail by 6. Now here is Harris. 6 points for him. Outside Williams. Back to Harris. Shoots over Jennings. And again, it's Devin Harris. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. The feed now to Nba2K13. Clark. Amute, a screen on Williams. Clark kicks to Nba2K13. Just 5 to shoot. Harden outside. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Harden's got 16 points.
Well, the defense wasn't bad, but I think they've got to tighten up on it.
Williams kicks to Harris. Horford. Easy shot. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Clark. Back to Harden. Over Jackson. James Harden again. He's got 18.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
And here is Williams. 21 points in the game. Fades. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jennings has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cuts to the middle. That's good. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Here's Williams. Nice persistence to chip it back up and in. And that's 13 points for Horford.
Well, he's an effort guy, Kevin. So often his points come from second or third chance opportunities by hitting the glass and really staying relentless in his pursuit of the basketball.
And guys, he plays a tough brand of basketball. His biggest tool and asset is his strength, and he uses it every time down the court. He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
Harris outside. Passes it to Williams. Rebound, Milwaukee. Udo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden with it. Steven Jackson covering. Clark kicks to Harden. Now the pass to Udo. Back to Harden. Over Jackson. Here's Udo. The second chance bucket is good. Udo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Hawks trail by 11. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Pulls up on the wing. They get it back. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Kings checked in for Horford. Blatch comes in for Josh Smith. Jenkins, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Teague in for Devin Harris. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Teague with the ball. 11 points in the game. Leads him in there. And Steven Jackson, the basket, on the assist by Teague. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks leading by 11. Blatch with the steal. Now Teague. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes it to Barbosa over Jackson, and it's Barbosa again missing. Hawks shooting in this game 45%. Outside Teague, Jackson using his post moves to get the 2 points. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Harden. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
T dishes to Jackson. Offline with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. Harris outside. He dishes it to Gooden. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. High post try. Gets it to go. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
Everything is working for him right now. He's been a huge factor in the quarter.
Outside Teague. Kicks it to Jackson. He passes to Jenkins. Lets the 3 fly. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Let's take a look at what the last month has looked like for the Bucks as far as NBA stats go. Tops in scoring, 1st in assists, and they're also number 1 in 3-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
That one is off. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for King. Smith comes in for Steven Jackson. Deshaun Stevenson, he's checked in for Jenkins. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Good on the second free throw. 1:56 left to play in the 3rd. Feeds it to Smith. Faster one-hand slam.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Here's Gooden. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
Williams passes to Harris. He feeds it to Smith. The dish to Stevenson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bucks. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks. Not really any threat right now, is their record showing a lot more losses.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they've been about as good as advertised this season. I mean, clearly one of the top teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, Clark. No doubt about it. This is an elite team playing at a very high level right now.
And the first one drops. The Hawks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Bucks making a switch here. Bucks leading by 9. Harris with it. Williams picks him up. It's back to Jennings. Launches a 3. Gets it to go. Jennings has got 18 points.
What a half they're having from beyond the arc. It's getting ridiculous.
And there's no reason they shouldn't keep attacking from out there. I mean, they've got it going on in a big way now.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 8th assist here tonight.
He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half.
Outside Jennings. He kicks to Gooden over Smith. Shot by Gooden is no good.
Boy, excellent job that time staying on him. Airtight saran wrap defense there.
Williams kicks to Harris. Back to Williams. The feed to Stevenson. Harris outside. Passes to Stevenson. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Jennings. Another miss by Williams. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks ahead, up 10. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
Coming up this Thursday.
Welcome back. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke, to find out who had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Well, Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Bucks. The basket seemed to double in width for them at the start of the second quarter, and they made the most of it. You have to think they'll close things out here as we head to the final quarter.
Thanks, Doris. And guys, when you can put together that sort of streak that builds the momentum in a big way for your team, it's something.
Always, Kevin. I mean, it's impossible for a stretch like that not to influence the outcome of a game.
You know, when you're on the wrong side of a run like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. We'll see soon enough if that's indeed what makes the difference today.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Harden out there with Luke, Richard, and Bahamute. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Jennings. And it's Udo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Jennings. Following the score by Josh Smith. Udo dishes to Jennings. There's the pass to Harden. Barbosa. Bucks passing it around. Harden outside. Three-pointer. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williams passes to Harris. Dishes to Jackson. Second chance shot, and the running layup is good.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on their outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score, taking inside.
Udo inside, working on Horford, gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 8.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
Williams gets a screen from Horford. With the drop step. And it's Smith missing. Milwaukee's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Jennings with the ball. Williams picks him up. Jennings drives in. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Harris. He dishes it to Smith.
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Bucks leading by 6. Barbosa kicks to Jennings. Back to Barbosa. Kicks it to Jennings. Drops in the layup for 2. Jennings has got 20.
You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
The drive by Smith. Here's Harris. The second chance effort, and Jackson gets it to go.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He said, nobody but us believed we'd be in this position, and here we are. I'm proud of you guys tonight. Now go finish this thing off.
Cool hands checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Clark and Bahamute. Kicks it out to Harden. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Harden's got 23 points.
That's a defensive let-up right there. I mean, they've got to close down on him quicker when he's in three-point range.
The Hawks trail by 9. Harris kicks to Williams. He passes to Horford. Back to Williams. From downtown. Rebound, Milwaukee. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Now remember, he did make a three-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if he can find the range here in the second.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Left side, Williams. There's the triple. Another miss by Williams.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
Nba2K13 dishes to Clark. Harden. There's the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Harris outside. Outside Williams. Pulls it from the elbow. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's now 23 points for Williams. Clark kicks to Harden. Clark, he's guarded by Williams. Here's Clark. Kicks it out to Harden. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Harris. That's good. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists.
Well, after that poor first half, he's bounced back. He's having a nice second half here.
Clark, the pass to Jennings, and that one's good. Jennings has got 24 points.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Now here's Williams. And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's number 4 on him, and he's got to start being aware of how close he is to 6. I mean, he's got one more foul before being DQ'd, that is.
Here's Teague. Feeds it to Williams. He feeds it to Horford. Shot clock at 5. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, we know he can run hot or cold, but I like the way he's playing today.
Here's Clark. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Was shot by Udo, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Smith outside. Over Nba2K13. And it's Smith missing.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
They get the rebound. Here's Clark. Drills it from outside.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Jackson kicks to Williams. The dish to Horford. From down in the low post, it goes. Horford's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you look at the scoreboard and you realize how much he's already contributed. You really have to wonder how bad it might be if he weren't doing the job he's done so far.
Here's Clark. He kicks it to Nba2K13. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down there. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Williams. Rejected by Udo. Bucks leading by 11. Now here is Harden. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Teague kicks to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Bucks have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. There's a good screen. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jackson dishes to Williams. Goes right up. Rebound, Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Clark kicks to Harden. In for the dunk.
Put that paw up there and banged it home.
Yeah,
man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
you're right.
that was strong.
Simple, direct, and effective.
Now here's Williams. Now the feed to Horford. Smith. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Devin Harris is checked in for Atlanta. Here's Clark. Outside Jennings. They double him with Horford. Inside and stolen by Horford. Fast break, the Hawks. Williams is running. Good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that happened fast. Just the immediate bucket off the steal.
Well, one of the things they have is the ability to score quickly after a turnover.
Snatched up. Udo gets the bucket.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And it's good. And that's now 27 points for Brandon Jennings. Williams kicks to Harris. Passes it to Smith. Back and down. Fades away. Again, the miss by Smith. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Clark. It's back to Jennings. The pass to Nba2K13. Jennings, a 3-ball. Rebounded by Devin Harris. Lets it go from deep. The kick out to Williams. For the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 28 points for Williams.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Harden kicks to Clark. That's good. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going forward.
The Hawks trail by 12. Harris outside. The kick out to Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's putting the team on his back, trying to keep his team in this thing, and he's doing a pretty good job.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 12 points for Devin Harris.
That's his game right there, the determination to get to the bucket. You got to love the mindset.
Harden, that's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And guys, 10 of their last 12 points coming in the paint.
Yeah, I like their aggressiveness on offense, but the question is, where's the defense? They've got to put up some resistance here.
Williams kicks to Smith. Shoots over Jennings. And it's Smith missing. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Clark. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Dishes to Nba2K13. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden with the clock winding down. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And for the Hawks, they're shooting fairly well in the 4th, around 48%. Harris misses.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
Here's Clark. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Check out the game for Cool Hands. He has 18 points and 17 assists as we've witnessed. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
Yeah, those things are related, Clark, because when you can knock down shots, now you draw the defense to you. Now you got passing lanes for your teammates.
Harris passes to Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 33 points for Williams. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Here's Clark. Harden outside. Amute, a screen on Jackson. Harden against Jackson. Harden can't hit. The Hawks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Harris misses. Here's Clark. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line of the box, Clark.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Some clutch free throws to close it out.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these...
The number of assists for you tonight was 17. You could say this was a statement game for you with how you passed the ball. Do you see this performance changing how teams play against you?
I'm not really sure if it will or it won't. That's really in their hands. If they do find a way to adjust, though, I'll just have to counteract that with some tweaks of my own. Each team will try and come at you a different way with a different look, and it'll be a bit of a challenge. But I know if I keep working hard and just playing my game, I'll find ways to help this team get to where we need to be.